And remember, the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the AAC, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Roadrunners have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will... of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Complete to the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now from inside the red zone. Gets it out fast. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I like offenses being creative. That was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Roadrunners offense will go to work for the first time today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Coming after it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffs!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Roadrunner.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, his speed, he was gone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They try to pop a run on the draw. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. They'll go to the air. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as we saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Jukes his way for more. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. He wants to throw it again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built him.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He's got it again. Still running at the 40. Off he goes. He's at the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Colorado, 28, UTSA, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the 1st down with your feet can be. He's going to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. And the Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's right on target. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and fun.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Love that. Nice hands and also beautiful awareness by the receiver to make that grab in bounds.
The Roadrunners will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Suarez. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Working that left side now. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Makes the grab on the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Chunked it away just as he was hit. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback will audible. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. The throw, right on target this time. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Buffaloes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Going for 6. Touchdown, Buffs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in San Antonio as we say hello from our broadcast studios.
The Buffaloes will boot it away to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Handoff from the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds, right around the goal line. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Roadrunners are moving quickly down the field.
Get set.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter.
And they will score! Touchdown, UTSA! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. But at least you got the party started.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He'll try the left side. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On second down, wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He wants to throw here on second down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Back to the air one more time. It's complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Power football with the run. And the Buffaloes are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Handoff to the single running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Finds his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Fast motion from the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man quickly. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Roadrunners will punt it away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Oh, gave the defender the business. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They want to throw it. Makes his connection. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Colorado! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Suarez. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Slings it downfield. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. Well, cannot get there. A fourth down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Going to the running game. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on first down. Getting some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's got his man, makes the grab, and he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The aerial assault continues. He's got it. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the pummeling has started.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
49, UTSA, 21.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Oh, what a move! Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long, under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense set on first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. At the 40, there he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going.
And it's picked off for the third time today. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there. They're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Caught. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Roadrunners in the hurry up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Here comes the hurry up.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll try the run. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a...
He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas is currently up big right now. So much so, feels like we can hear Pig Sooie inside our studio. They're up by 35 over Tulsa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the catch and knocked down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On second down, looking again to throw. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. To the air on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Roadrunners are in the hurry-up. On second down, he'll fire. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Takes it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Going up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. We waited so long to start.